Damn, he just like grabs this poor little fat like, ha! You're like, no, please, master.
Oh God.
What do you?
I mean, wait, whoa.
Check your privilege, Timur.
What?
Please stop following.
Oh no.
They're hazing me, guys. They're hazing me.
I feel like this guy is aggressively posturing to trade you his Pokemon. That's the vibe I'm getting right now.
Come on, man, take my Pidgey.
Because we're gonna make use of you, my friend.
Oh,
We will drain you dry of your banter.
Oh my God. Did you get it back?
Don't blow me up, please.
No.
I mean,
You have to put
that did nothing.
Put it inside.
Put it inside the. Yeah.
I'll put something inside.
Oh, gross.
Oh, okay. The Master Sword.
Gross.
I think technically we have both pieces, and that's what our current quest is, to refill. This guy.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, but sword and shield doesn't mean you're
Bro,
safe.
1v1 me, bro. Alright, we're gonna...
Welcome back to Mainly Sane.
Wait, are we recording?
Yes, we're recording,
Oh,
Timur. You're new to this.
You didn't tell me anything.
That's okay, man. I'm here to just, ruin day by starting things off prematurely. You know? That's what my goal is. I'm like, you know what would Timur really appreciate? That's right.
Premature ejaculation.
Oh,
oh wait, I heard you were talking about premature stuff, but that's really the only thing. Can you use it in a sentence?
He came early.
Would you say prematurely? Pretty much early?
Pretty much. Yeah, you know what? I'm pretty sure that's the way it's spelled, right?
Well, you're here pretty much early for this
starch.
for this playthrough, I guess.
I mean, we're still really very early in this game. We only got one of the little relic things.
I don't know how much longer I can take of this.
Yo, come on, man. It's gonna be great. Whoa, excuse you? Whoops.
Is that guy playing Fortnite?
Who?
That guy.
What guy?
Bush.
Me? Oh.
It's a bush.
Wow, he's so clever. Give that man a girlfriend. Oh, you got me. Let me make it up to you. You have the most deluxe of all bottles for only $20. Sure.
20 bucks.
Sure.
Wait, are you saying that all Fortnite players have girlfriends? I was under the impression that this was not the case.
I mean, I don't
know if you're giving me the old
run around
or or what do they call it these days?
We're cool.
The reverse psychology, but I'm pretty sure that's not how it goes.
Hey, you know what? Whatever floats people's boats, right? Sometimes
whatever gets them that chicken dinner.
Sometimes we got...
Listen, I remember when Fortnite win was a chicken dinner. All right.
That's not Fortnite.
Wait.
Not me.
Where are we even going?
I don't really know. Let me find out how to go to my map.
Do you want to look it up? Oh, I think we're supposed to go there.
Timur, believe in me, okay? Believe in me. I want to go down there. I just don't know how to go down there.
I don't think we can. Let's go to the desert. Yeah, we were supposed to go here. I'm pretty sure.
What did Homeboy want us? He wanted us to go somewhere. Oh, he's not trying to wreck me this time.
Friend of mine.
Okay, south of the...
Oh, I remember what we had to do. We had
Okay.
to get the water and then pour it onto that plant right there. So we had to fill up that water.
Can I use the... Let's see if I can just walk up to any body of water with this thing.
Yeah. Wow. I'm the best. See?
Yeah, this is what I keep you for.
No, that was an earlier episode.
You know what? You know I'm gonna say it every time. It doesn't matter. You know, just out of curiosity. Take this with us. You never know when you might need water when you're going up in the goddamn mountains.
Sometimes you gotta clean yourself when you don't have any toilet paper.
I was thinking for drinking purposes. Dehydration is a thing.
Well, yeah, but you also gonna need.
Wow, rocks.
Rocks.
Let's see what it says. Danger, no climbing. Don't tell me how to live.
So
oh shit, I can't climb.
Rocks. See, I'm caught doing these playthroughs, right? I'm caught between trying to be clean about it, not cursing. I mean, we've already cursed quite a bit.
Yeah, we have.
But it's I'm thinking, oh man, if one of my sisters saw this, they're gonna be like, oh, Timur, you cursed. I mean,
oh my gosh.
It makes me feel not as if they've never heard me curse, mom and dad. If you ever watch this, I've never cursed in my life.
I never would do such things.
Anything you heard is just fake news.
It's fake news.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What do you even get?
I don't know, just
no, but I'll think to myself, I'm like, man, maybe I should, and then we start recording, and then I just forget about it as soon as we start.
Unfortunately, it's become so natural, in a sense, to always kind of buffer a sentence with some swear words. Like, I'll be honest, you know, the F word drops a lot. I'm not saying it because now I'm conscious of it, but like, just give it a moment. I'm sure one will slip.
I mean, it does.
It's just kind.
I don't know.
It might just be with like kind of like the society upbringing. Like everybody kind of like, you know, I think it. As you get older, you're like, ooh, I wasn't allowed to say that word, and now we're like, oh,
yeah. I mean, I've told you this, but I didn't. The worst word I knew when I was in 8th grade was stupid.
Ooh,
yeah, right. Like,
ooh, we got a badass.
And then it wasn't until like, I think it was in freshman year of high school that I actually learned other, like, quote unquote heavy curse words, like real curse words. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, and then I used to work with kids as the after school thing, taking care of kids, and like I would have to constantly what are we doing now?
Iron Mask, these guys are no trouble, so I could probably use the suction. That's how it's done.
Suction.
Oh,
he looks like a.
He's pretty cute.
He looks like you could take his lunch money.
Oh, dude, I need to stop doing that. Can I, please, round 2?
Yeah. So.
Where were we?
Back onto that story of me used to work
Taylor towards like freshman year.
Yeah, for me to understand or to comprehend the like real quote unquote curse words. But it was interesting because as I got older, like, and I started working with kids who like were not supposed to know those kind of words yet, it was like, for example,
did they know them actually? Or,
no. So I'm gonna get to that. So
okay.
I used to, you know how I used to work for the what is it called? An aftercare program.
Yeah,
like
so some kind of care.
At a
I
local
remember
school.
You were like a what's it called, supervisor? Not supervisor, a counselor.
Yeah, I was an after-school counselor.
And apparently you were a cock to these kids. You're like,
okay,
you're never gonna live into your dreams. You're a piece of shit.
That's another story. I never said that exactly. I may have said that. I may have said that.
They didn't understand.
In a roundabout way, but no. Well, my very first day there, and I had just been interviewed, and they were like, "Okay, we're gonna have you do a trial run for these kids." And wait, what are we doing? Oh, it's cool. Oh, go to the other tornado. Go to the other tornado. What are you doing?
Don't tell me.
Yeah.
This one. Wait. Turn around, please.
So.
Please.
So. Where was I thinking? Oh yeah. So my very first day, you just go through the interview, and they're like, "We're gonna." You're just so handsome. We're gonna have you do a trial run with these kids, and I was like, all right, sounds cool. Like, I'm pretty good with kids. I have 5 sisters, so it's like kind of a pro. No big deal, right?
Oh my.
So I go, and they're like, okay, you're gonna go with these 5th graders. I was like, okay, cool. Like, and they're all really, really, really small. You know,
you don't realize how small
they're really small.
You're like, oh, I'm not that tall. Like, kids gotta be taller. They're gonna be bigger, right?
They're really small. So. And it was like, I was hanging out with some dudes who seemed pretty cool, like for 5th graders, like they were kind of 3 dudes just hanging out in a.
Do I make that grow?
I think he got it.
Let's get a bottle of pee. Bottle of urine. Yeah.
And so I was talking to him, and he was like, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Mr. T." And he said, "I forgot exactly. I was why I had them.
Pee to the pool.
No, I go by Mr. I go by like T. When I don't feel like giving people my real name for whatever reason.
You give them the alias. I see. You trying to be undercover. I gotcha.
Yeah.
We're on to you, mister.
Wow, hidden passageway.
Wow, right.
But what did I say? I said something like, I'm trying to remember exactly what I said to this kid. Because
did you tell the kid you don't fuck with him?
No. It wasn't something like that, because I was really nervous about being hired.
So you wanted it all to go well.
Yeah, I was trying to like do a good first impression, right?
Yeah, so you're like,
and somehow this kid, I said something like, oh, I remember what it was. So he was writing something, right? And I mean, we know this already. Yeah. And he was like, whatever your name is, what do you do? And I was like, come on, man, I don't do shit around here. And then but I said it just like that, where I didn't even realize what I said.
No.
And he was writing in the cafeteria. He slowly turned around and looked at me, and as soon as I said like the word, I was like, oh fuck. and then I realized like that I said that again, and he like he turned around and looked at me.
Was it a kid?
It was a kid.
Okay, one of the 5th graders.
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
Because for a second I was like, yo, who's sitting in the cafeteria writing?
No, they had just been released, so like they're all supposed to be in the cafeteria. You know, it's like
you just showed up kind of
exactly. So
right.
like this kid turns around and looks at me. He's like, "Did you just say the S word and the F word?" And I was like, "No, you didn't hear anything." And he was like, "I'm pretty sure you did." And I was like,
"I think you hear."
I was like, "I don't think I did. I think you're just hearing things." He's like, "No, I'm pretty sure that you said the S word and the F word." And I'm like, like, don't tell, please, kid. He's like, he looked at me dead in the eye, right? And he was like, "No, I'm just fucking with you." Like, and this tiny,
literally,
literally. Like,
damn, you had a little kid like basically hold you by the balls.
It was so bad, and like I was very careful after that day, even though that kid turned out to be a huge pain in my butt. Love you, Richard. If you're watching this, you were great.
Make sure you like the video and comment.
Oh man, nah, that kid was great. He's just a little bit of a troublemaker, but that was my very first interaction like with these kids, and that's when I realized, oh wait, these kids are kind of.
You kind of grow up in like a uncensored world nowadays. Like we all kind of drop, you know, things from like F-bombs and all the wonderful.
Oh, now we can go.
I think I wasted my water already. Oh shit, rock.
No, but it's like there's the introduction of stuff like Logan Paul and Rice Gum and all that. Like I feel like created a certain. Whoa, we're strong.
Ooh.
Created a certain kind of like, you know, maybe a need to be a certain way, because more like kids are super receptive to that sort of stuff, especially if the rest of their peers are.
Well, it's kind of like trendy.
Yeah, what's trendy now seems more of like what's in. Wait,
that was awkward.
We crushed it. We got our finger caught. We're putting it down.
Help!
Yeah. No, you can sort of tell, like especially when you do work with kids. I'm not telling anyone here to work with kids, because if you're not suited for it, it's just you're not gonna have a good time.
My experience substitute teaching middle school, in one of like it was my alma mater, which is kind of a rough school. It was something I wouldn't really recommend. Like they were all kinds of problems in a way. I knew and expected it, but like it was still rough. Like these kids were like asshats, to say the least. Like they were such jerks. I'm like, kids, please listen to me. But then I think back about like the days I was in, you know, middle school or any days of school, and I'm like, we got a substitute teacher, free day. I ain't listening to nothing.
Yeah, I mean, but like you were a kid, and so you were just like.
Yeah, but I still equate that to now. Like, you know, I understand why the kids were like.
Yeah, because it's like
looking at me like
the structure that had been built up to that point is all of a sudden.
You're
just
not
gone.
the teacher.
You have no. It's that meme. You have no power here.
Yeah.
You know.
That's pretty much exactly what it was. Like they wouldn't listen with nothing. Like I had this one kid that was like kept fighting with his fellow classmate girl, and I was like, dude, stop touching her. Stop touching it. Stop touching it. And like none of it would. Don't shoot me. None of it would work.
I mean, but kids like that, man, it's just not really much you can do.
They all like Fortnite. And I'm just like. Wait.
It's like you can't really relate to them. I like Fortnite. Well, we have nothing to talk about.
Oh, I'm not a. No, I'm kidding. I actually do really like Fortnite. It's funny, but I was like of the mindset that you don't talk about it, like, cause like the substitute training is like, I don't want to say strict, but like they're like try and tell you not to like
talk with the kids about anything that's not pertaining to school.
Yeah.
We had similar training for.
Yeah, you're not allowed to talk about like any political things because you don't want.
Oh no,
God, no religious stuff.
We weren't allowed to do that either, and it was. Let me tell you, when, back in. When was this happen? Like back in last year when this all happened, like the day I came after school, like the kids would not shut up asking me about like, what do you think about this? Do you think that X is gonna get, you know, arrested or
gonna
whatever?
Give it to you? Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to talk with this about you guys. Like my opinions, actually get me fired.
Please stop.
Please stop. And they just wouldn't shut up the whole day. Eventually they stopped, but goodness gracious.
Do you think we're all like exposed to it like nowadays? So it's
when I was a kid. Remember when
Dude,
Obama was like that? Like that was a big deal, but it was a big deal for a day. It was like, wow, Obama, and then whatever. You know, no one really.
Wait.
We got to do one more time. Looks like.
Dude, it didn't even grow any.
It did.
No, I didn't see it grow any.
It did.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, editor, can you go back and see if it grew?
Yeah, Timur. I could do that. Yeah, definitely. Mystical bridge. I got an idea. When there's no path ahead of you, make a path. I hope this works.
Wow! How did you know that would work?
Woohoo! My experience of playing Legends of Zelda. Fuck.
Yeah, tell me again. The experience about playing Legends of Zelda.
Wait. Hear me out. I suck at these games.
I can tell.
You were supposed to tell me I'm crazy and lie to me, Timur. Why you lie to me?
Man, listen. I'm only ever honest about things that make you feel bad about yourself.
Oh, okay. That's just what I need, though, because I need the.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
I need my haters.
How many kids?
Oh wait, I could get water. I suck at this. I'll get it right one of the. I'll get it
Can you
right
imagine
one of
how
these
bad of a human being like you must be? You're trying to get water to drink and you fall in and drown.
It happens. It surprisingly.
I'm sure. Well, that's
more
the whole
than you would
premise of
think.
Jack and Jill.
Went up the hill to fetch a pail of water.
Jack fell down, broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. A classic tale. You're just trying to get your beak wet, but you drown.
But that's not the same as.
Oh, it doesn't grow. You're right. Well, that's where it's supposed to be. I guarantee you. Maybe you should get small and water it.
Let me go get some water first. And then we'll play with that idea, because I think you might be right. Like, I wonder if, since I moved that, if I could put it in a different location.
Probably not. Likely that's where it's supposed to be. Look at us, we're actually taking this game seriously.
Where's the funny banner, guy? God, I'm dumb. All I needed was water. Where's the gameplay? Where's the funny jokes?
All like 2-3 comments that we have on all of our videos are like, guys, you're having a good time. I'm just waiting for the comments, but like, you're playing it wrong. Like the day we get comments like that, I know
it's coming.
I'll be happy. I'm like,
see, but
this is always what I've heard about. I can't wait.
We're still young, if you get like, we're still babies, if you will. So like, they're all like, we got the actual supportive members right now, and they're non-trolly yet, which we thank you for, by the way.
All 10 of you.
Yeah. All 10 of the subscribers at this moment.
You know, these 10, people who are subscribed to us have a more exclusive club than people who've been on the moon at this point.
They do.
There's been 12 total people who've been on the moon. And
just take that for what it's worth. Make sure you guys like mark down which subscriber you were.
And how big you.
This is the fan club here.
I'm number 4.
Have you ever like read or watched anime and they like talk about like the fan club things, like the Japanese stuff?
What is anime? Explain it. Alright, what were we saying?
So like they have like the fan clubs, like, oh, this fan club, I'm a single digit member of this person's fan club.
I've never heard of this.
It's popular in like all the animes and stuff. It happens a lot. But like the funny part is like I'm curious if that's super like realistic, like if that's real.
Oh wait, are
culture.
you talking like the trope of people saying I'm Takeda-kun's like #1
no,
fan?
No, they like
or,
legitimately have like fan club cards of whatever they're interested in. I'm curious if that's real or not.
I want to say I don't think it is.
Should I try and water it here? This mini?
It looks like you can't. I was wrong.
Huh. This is weird.
Talk to the little elf. The elf on the show. Oh, we can water that. We missed it. Go back outside.
Yeah, but we were allowed to climb up in there. There was some there. Things grow when you pour water on them. Green there's like, hot spring water. Oh, really? The spring is.
Oh, it only grows from that water that we got from the beginning. Looks like.
No, because I tried that. That was the first water I tried.
Wait, what about?
So it's probably in a room somewhere. Like I gotta go back. Let's go check this out though first, and then we'll go play with that. I'm pretty sure we've been there.
Oh, we've been here already.
Oh, I didn't really mean this. I meant the hot spring.
Okay.
I'm sure we've actually walked into there. I'm like, hey, look, a hot spring, and then we just like do up the deuces.
Well,
bye, Wimpy.
I think that's a good time for us to see you next time
I think so
on
too.
MS.
And with that, we have a.
Have we? No. Okay. So,
What are you going with?
No. I'm saying like, have we decided on MS as like the catchy, like instead of? I mean, mainly Sane is okay, but it's kind of a mouthful. Like MS, and then our mutual friend had the idea to call ourselves MS. As a sort of like. Wait, what is it? MS is like a debilitating disease, isn't it?
I think so.
Oh.
I don't know what it is. we'll go search this. We're gonna have to remember how to say it. Like, alright, so
we'll
episode.
see you next time on MS. That's it.
Hey, before we sign off, quick question for those viewing. Leave in the comments which of the Legend of Zelda franchise game is your favorite. That's what we would like to know from you guys. Other than that, have a great day.
See you next time on MS.
Bye for now. You know it's time for MS. Whoa. That was rude.